So these would be basically targeting lysosomal biogenesis. So the MIT family of transcription factors regulates lysosomal biogenesis. So you have TFAB, you have TFEC, you have TFE3, and MITF. So there's been a lot of research on trying to find small molecules that can act as agonists of these transcription factors. So, for example, Yuming Li at MSK has done a lot of work on that, and there's a lot of people working on that. In general terms, if there is a drug that can be used to increase lysosomal biogenesis, that would mean that all of a sudden your cells have more lysosomes. These lysosomes are likely more acidic. These lysosomes likely contain more enzymes, and they can engage in degradation at higher rates. That would likely have an effect in the entire amyloidogenic cascade. For example, that would help clear beta CTFs. It might even prevent amyloid beta formation. It might clear the entire fibrillation process. For example, it might also help clear autophagic flux. So there is an impairment in autophagic flux during Alzheimer's. So that by having more acidic lysosomes fusing with autophagosomes, that would lead to more acidic and efficient autophagal lysosomes. So that would help clear the autophagic flux in there. Even with microglia having more acidic lysosomes, they might be able, in principle, they might maybe be able to digest extracellular plaques at higher rates or clear dying neurons at higher rates. Might help digest beta sheet at higher rates also. So in principle, I mean, it's a hot area of research, and I think it might be a very promising field.
Yeah, I agree with Santi. So if I can add one more thing to that is that speaking of that topic, where if we can use lysosome as a therapeutic target, in fact, one of the studies that was published in our lab regarding microglia is that we actually found that they do not acidify their lysosome as efficiently as macrophages when it comes to degradation of amyloid beta. And if we're concentrating on that, then maybe if we can actually target those lysosomes of those microglia and make them become more acidic, then that can help with the degradation. And also, I would like to also couple this with the extracellular degradation that we just mentioned, because yes, it's one thing that we can make the lysosome inside those microglia more acidic, but at the same time, when we're looking at this whole process with the large aggregate, if you have secretion of those lysosomes, that also goes in the extracellular compartment. And as Santi just described previously, when we're looking at the extracellular compartment, when he said that when we did the measurement, the pH inside those compartments, they're mildly acidic. So if we have a scenario where we can make the lysosome become more acidic, and then they can be released in that extracellular compartment and make that extracellular compartment even becoming more acidified, then maybe it could be a way we can have more degradation that's happening in the lysosomal synapse. But yeah, like Santi said, it's a very hot topic. I mean, there's a lot of way that people are looking at lysosomal acidification when it comes to Alzheimer's disease, which is interesting.